Andrew Reynolds, the Acting Chief Executive of the Murray-Darling Basin Authority. Thanks for joining us on Flow.
It's good to be here.
Now, the latest information on Friday maybe has changed with the rainfall that happened regarding Hume Dam releases. Where are we up to at the moment?
Yeah, so we had quite widespread rainfall across the Murray catchment, or the Hume catchment, over the weekend. Led to slightly higher inflows than we anticipated, but we've been able to manage that over the weekend. We've increased flows from Hume Dam. They're up to 25,000 megalitres a day at the moment. And that, combined with flows that come in just downstream of Hume from the Kiewa, means that the Murray downstream of Hume's running at just above 30,000 megalitres a day.
So what does that mean in terms of the headspace or whatever that you needed in Hume Dam? Are you confident it won't get to a point it spills, or do you think that'll happen some stage in coming months?
So we're releasing water from Hume now. We've still got quite significant inflows coming into the dam, and it'll keep rising over the next few days. But with a drier week ahead of us, we'll continue to make releases from the dam and hopefully draw it down just a little bit to regenerate some of that airspace in preparation for future rainfall. We can't be sure what we're going to get in the future, but we do expect that we'll get another rainfall event sometime in coming weeks.
Now, when it comes to downstream of the dam and whether water might go over the banks, what's the latest estimation of what might happen there?
So we're trying to operate at the moment to keep flows around about where they're at. They might go just a little bit higher, so that's just above channel capacity, but it's only inundating some fairly low-lying areas around that and shouldn't be causing too many problems for landowners downstream of the dam. We think if we keep flows at around this level, that'll enable us to recover a bit of airspace in the storage, and then if we get a bigger rainfall event later on, we'll have some capacity to mitigate the flood peak as it comes through.
And is that notwithstanding with the Kiewa and the Ovens, what might be coming from those unregulated tributaries?
We certainly keep an eye on those and adjust our releases to take account of what's coming out of the Kiewa and Ovens, so make sure that we don't cause too many problems for people downstream. It's a real balancing act between increasing flows from Hume to be able to recover some airspace, give us some capacity to mitigate a future big event that we don't quite know when that might happen at this point in time, versus managing the impacts that are happening right now. So that's why we're adjusting our flows and sort of adapting as we see flows come through from the Kiewa and Ovens now.
I know the authority's been at pains to make sure people are aware of the ways they can get the most current information if there is a flood warning that comes through. Where are those sources of information they can get that?
Yeah, so importantly, people should look to the Bureau of Meteorology, their website, for updated flood warnings, flood watches and flood warnings. And in the event that we do get into a flooding situation and people need help, then the SES are the port of call for that.
And is there an app or something people can also register for and get notifications?
Yep, so Water New South Wales, who operate Hume Dam in conjunction with us, they have an early warning network, and people can go to the Water New South Wales website, register for that, and they'll get email or SMS messages when flows from Hume are being adjusted.
Well, that's important information, and we'll keep an eye on that. I mean, it's good news in a way that we've got plenty of water that we can deliver through the system when it's needed. We just need to manage these potential impacts as well. Andrew Reynolds from the Basin Authority, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.